All set for the main event. The only test between Sri Lanka and England set to stage on August 23 till 28 at Lord's. This is Sri Lanka's first ever test appearance in England soil. This is Sri Lanka's fourth overseas tour. Till today Sri Lanka played 11 test matches and lost 7 and draw 4. Also, this is the 994th test match in the record books. Main series in English summer did not go to the favour of England. Mighty West Indies crushed English team in every angle. Series ended up 5-0 win for West Indies. There were no room to see a daylight for England in its complete black wash. But, as usual, England media starts to attack oppositions. Before the match began with Sri Lanka, all the newspaper headlines were like, Sri Lanka next. It was like Gower's boys already hammered West Indies team to 5-0. Sri Lanka made 2 changes from their last practice game against Sussex. Sri Lankan selectors sent Don Anuraziri and Anusha Samaranayake to the bench and called Dias de Silva and Ranjan back to the side. Amal Silva was appointed to keep wickets in addition to his opening batsman role with Sidath, Ranjan and Roy to follow next. They decided to send Arjuna at number 5 before skipper Duleep. Young Aravinda was the new addition to the team. With 3 fine 50s in the tour so far, he earned the slot in proud manner. In addition to this lengthy batting lineup, they have introduced 4 bowlers. Ashantha, Ravi, and Vinodhan to maintain pace attack, and Dias de Silva will act as the spinner. On the other hand, England made no changes to their playing 11 from their 5th match at Oval with West Indies. They lost the game by 172 runs, yet they wanted to maintain the same combination. Broad and Fowler to open the innings. Then Taware, who played just 1 game with West Indies, followed by skipper Gower. Then they have Alan Lamb, who is the highest scorer from England camp in last series. Including 3 centuries, he scored 386 runs. Then they had their all-rounders, legendary Botham, and Ellison, who played only last game in this summer. Downton to keep wickets. A lot in Agnew to fast bowling and Pat Pocock to spin. 19 years older Aravinda de Silva earned his test cap in this match. He had a wonderful time with the bat so far and already scored 200+ runs with various first-class teams. He is still schooling at DS Senanayak College Colombo. In Sri Lanka domestic matches he is playing for NCC. And he already played 4 one-day internationals for Sri Lanka and scored 40 runs with highest score of 14 not out. Aravinda is a right-hand aggressive batsman and right-arm off-break bowler. 2 gentlemen, Mr. David Evans and Mr. Dickie Bird, was elected as umpires for this historical event. Mr. Bird already acted as umpire in 28 test matches and Mr. Evans in 7 matches. Both teams met in Sri Lanka 1982 for Sri Lanka's inaugural test match. This is the 2nd encounter for both teams. The first game England won the game by 7 wickets. 6 Sri Lankan played on that game. That is Sidath, Roy, Duleep, Ranjan, Arjuna, Dias and Ashantha. From England camp it was Chris Taware, Gower, and Botham. England skipper Gower won the toss and he invited Sri Lanka to bat first. Sri Lankan openers Sidath and Amal walks to the pitch. Just before the match begins, bunch of Tamil students ran to the pitch to demonstrate their separatist claims, were arrested and bounded over to keep the peace for 1 year.
We're more concerned about the wicket when the steward dragged a demonstrator across it. The Sri Lanka
over now. Jonathan Agnew is bowling and Wetthimuny is taking straight.
It's a good shot. So Sri Lanka away, their first runs in Test match cricket in this country. And Wetthimuny gets them off the mark with 2 runs. That's a good shot. Short, got onto it very quickly, cut it away for the first boundary. Four to Wetthimuny. Fine shot, Tom. He's away. That'll please him. It's towards the shorter boundary here today. It's pitch favouring the tough side. Not trying to play the hook either. Tries the bounce and he's hooked it away in very positive manner for 4 runs. And he's given him this time. Botham strikes, Ellison de Silva. So 2 or 3 pretty good shots for him, but he'll be immensely disappointed. 17 for 1, Sri Lanka. And Silva, Ep02, both for 8. He's placed that away nicely. That, as I mentioned before, is a very long boundary. Fowler every chance of cutting it off as a result, and they should settle for 3 here. It certainly would have been 4 on the other side, very comfortably. And Madagali away once again in fine style. Shot that the Sri Lankan seemed to play pretty well.
Botham coming in to continue from the nursery end. And an absolutely superb stroke there by Madagali.
Ellison. He's been bowling the outswinger, and now he's castled Madagali with the one that comes back from just outside off stump. That's a very sensible and clever piece. And Dias is off the mark.
Pretty wide, but got the foot out, has cracked it through extra cover, gives him 4 more. So the 50 up for Sri Lanka, coming up in good time. Certainly got some lift and bounce there.
Again showing there that he has a touch of genuine pace.
It's very neat, fine deflection. Bad delivery either, it just came back a shade off the pitch. It really was a very wide, short ball. Flicked away for 4 more. He's gone for his 50. And he's going to get it. Well, that's a sparkling performance from Sidath Wetthimuny. It's his 5th 50, and that doesn't include 100 in test matches. It's going good time here, really, off 92 balls, 6 fours in it, and 51 out of 81 at the start of this innings is really an excellent performance.
Shot. There's a stroke of class. And the 100 comes up for Sri Lanka. Chris Taware, the fielder. Single to Wetthimuny. And he's made 58 out of those 100 runs. Second time has been a glorious stroke played out there by Dias, just picking up Ellison off his pads. The runs are starting to flow now in this after lunch period.
Oh, it's a beautiful shot. Everything right there. Bent the front knee, leant into it, found the gap, raced away. It's 4 more. He's found the gap this time. Just pitched fractionally wide, and he's made few mistakes, this boy.
Very good square driver, Sidath Wetthimuny. good catch too, low down. Roy Dias goes. Alan Lamb takes the catch. He's out for 32. Pocock takes his first wicket, and reward for Pocock there because this is his 8th over. There it is. Agnew the fielder, and 100 for Sidath Wetthimuny. 100 in his first appearance at Lord's. What a marvellous moment for him. He's made those runs out of only 154. Bad luck pigeon. This is Jonathan Agnew's 11th over. Four more, beating Pocock down to third man. A bit of extra pace there from Agnew compared with Botham. No, it's Jonathan Agnew coming in to bowl to Wetthimuny.
That was a good shot too. It's just managed to pull the bat out of that. It was a very useful delivery indeed to the left-hander. He's launched into that again. He's played 2 superb extra cover drives with 14. Now he's repeated it. Beautiful shot. That's a good shot. Tunga not to be fooled there by a bit of flight.
Neat deflection there by Ranatunga. And Botham's thrown 4 overthrows. I doubt very much if Pocock's going to be over-delighted about that. Botham's waving his arms around and suggesting that it was Pocock's fault.
Goes again, lovely square drive. Takes him on to 49. That's one for his 50, and there it is. Change of direction, that very straight. Back for 3 runs, which takes him on to 52. What a very good 50 that has been for Ranatunga. Healthy round of applause too for him. 89 balls, that's all, and 6 fours included. Most of them excellent off and cover drives.
Close of play. Sri Lanka looks solid in the field. They lost just 3 wickets but 226 on the scoreboard. The Colombo jeweller Sidath Wetthimuny scored a magnificent 100 of 116 not out. This is Sri Lanka's 6th Test century and the 2nd highest ever, passing previous record of 109 by Roy Dias against Pakistan at Lahore in 1982. Overall, this is Sidath's 2nd century, he already holding the highest Test innings record for Sri Lanka by making 157 against Pakistan at Faisalabad on March 14, 1982. Amal and Ranjan went to the pavilion when the scores were at 17 and 43. Then came Roy, who scored 32 and built 101 for the 3rd wicket before he fall for Pocock. Arjuna came next and scored another brilliant 50, reminding his knock in inaugural match with England back home. Close of the play they had 82 runs unbeaten partnership. Altogether this is Arjuna's 5th Test 50. It was not a good day for English bowlers. There was a wicket each divided between Pocock, Ellison, and Botham. First day lasts only 81 overs. Then match had to stop due to bad light. That concludes this episode. Let's find out what has happened on the 2nd day next.